What up, YouTube fam? Me and the old lady that lives around here. We have gardening wars. It's gonna be on Netflix and gardening wars of who has the most sun shaded hat. Look, see, this is a black shoestring. Doesn't it look professional? Don't I look like fucking the Ayatollah Khomeini? or or that food that we just took out, supposedly salami, Uh, anyway, yeah. So the sun is my enemy because it's not even a sun. It's simple. Oh, I'm gonna actually talk about what I titled my video about real quick because otherwise I'll forget. Where did those terms come from and why? Okay, because I've been making a list of terms that just seem to come out of nowhere. Like hip. I can prove that. I can prove how that came about. The word hip, hey, that's hip. You're hip. That's a hip fucking place, right? But I found what it means is back in the day when they had opium dens in like Frisco and the West, the Wild Wild West, whatever they say. Anyway, I have actual some coins. Hey, I collect coins too. Earth is confusing. I have tons of coins. Look at this coin. I was gonna text you back a picture. I have coins, sleeves of them, and then I don't know. My friend died. I lost a lot of my coins. I was able to hold on to this bad boy. But who is that? Tutankhamun. Okay. And on the back are the fucking pyramids. It's awesome. Or that, I don't know. Yeah, I think that's true. But yeah, it's got the King Tut, and I love the dual metal. I have a lot of different coins. Even euros do this. They have a dual metal in there. It's gold and silver. You guys, and also I want to talk to homegirl that the Earth is confusing. I can never remember her name, but that's her handle or whatever. But she said she was showing coins. She's from Canada or Australia, and they're a queen, also a queen, bitch ass vampire queen, kneeling motherfucking country. Like the queen needs more land and gold. She a fucking, she a beast. She's not even a human being. Anyway, we all know that. Or if not, I think you can feel. Search yourself deep inside yourself, Clarice. Look inside yourself, Clarice. He's like, come here. She goes up the wall. He's right there. That's cut out now, man. That will affect it out. Remember the scene in Silence of the Lambs where first he's like, look deep inside yourself, Clarice. You know the answer. She did. And the thing was, it's a total truth drop for those that can catch it. And a lot of people liked it, and they weren't sure why. Okay, I've noticed this is happening. People will get a God shot. Boom, like bam, God, right? Like a God shot. Like, wow, this never, like, let me tell you a real quick story. My mom she used to go on these retreats, like, because when she was single, it was a single woman's retreats and shit. Her and her lady, I mean, that's just how it was at that time, right? I was a fucking little tiny kid. No, it was my parents after they divorced. My mom went to hang out with her friend, and my dad went on to try and prove that that girls still think he's attractive. I'm like, I've sat my dad down and said, Dad, do you need a woman to to make yourself feel good. Like, why do you always have to have a woman, no matter what? 1 month, like only maybe a year or less than a year, 9 months. My dad, when they got divorced, I wanted nothing more than I had to protect my sister and mom. As per my dad, put that fucking job on me. Then, but my dad, I moved in with him. He had his own bachelor, and it was me and him there. This was a little bit later on. I was like maybe 14 or something. I was 13. I was still young. It was right after he gave me the guns and said, "Take care." A little while later, like a year later. And I was so happy. I love my dad so much. And he's like, you look at your dad, if you had a good childhood, he was like the best. By the way, in some of my videos, that picture of my dad I'm camping and he's doing the stove and he's looking up, that's my dad. He was so awesome. I think sometimes I'm watching something and I'm like, oh, I want to call my dad and tell him about that, right? Like he was the coolest motherfucker you ever meet. Like, and my mom is the nicest person you'll ever meet, and most sincere, integrity, honesty, love, and all that shit. My mom is the ultimate woman. She's perfect. And my dad, I look at him and I think he's the ultimate man. I always look up to my dad. But when he did that, I was like, Dad, why are you doing this? Like, why are you? I need. He's like, you're a fucking man, right? Okay, you're right. But I want to hang out with you too. Like he got a pad in our hometown. And he's like, yeah, come move in with me. It'll be a bachelor pad, me and you, Brady. Boom, let's do it. He called me McGurk. Fucking insane, right? He didn't do drugs or anything. He smoked weed and he drank. That's it. But he didn't get drunk. He drank so much scotch. Scotch and water, that was his drink. And he drank it all the time, morning, noon. I like from the day time he woke up till when he went to bed, and he wouldn't. It wasn't drunk. And he went through a handle a week, about a handle every week. That's a lot of booze. I did one every day for a while, but that was when I was pretty fucked up. Anyway, so I said, Dad, why you have to? I said, this is kick ass, because he came home and he met this girl that was 24 and she was hot too. And she was like a year older than my sister or something. Like my sister said she was pissed because this lady was young. My dad was in his like my age, 46. She was 24. She was another she was a real estate agent. And so was my dad. And they hooked up. I mean, she was hot. Like I would nail her. Like even back then, right? Like I was like, oh, fuck, man, that's cool. I was stoked for my dad, right? I was like, that's cool, man. Now that I look at it, if I date a 24-year-old, oh my god, times they've changed a lot. She gave me Black Sabbath Paranoid. The album, it opens up. She gave me that, and as a present, and I was like, man, I like this lady because that. Right there, give Black Sabbath, all right, we good. And because it made my dad feel like he was young again, okay? And it made him feel like he was attractive again, like to the other sex. Him and my mother have been married for 16 years, and I think I got a fair balance of both. I'm not saying I'm hard anything, but I think I got a lot of good traits from my dad, and I got a lot of good traits from my mom. But then I also got what not nature but nurture, like how I was brought up by my mom and my dad, right? And then how they got divorced at like when I was like 10 or something. I don't know. But it crushed. It was hard on me. I just wanted them to be. I didn't care. I just wanted them to shut the fuck up about it. Just like, okay, I don't. It doesn't mean you have to move to another state, Dad. Why don't you stay here and she can stay here too? Because you guys are already here. Because it was her family that lived back in Nebraska and in Omaha. So they want, and that's a pretty cool town, city. It's big. It's big, 4 times the size of Denver. I had no idea. And yet it's the lowest populated state, other than Alaska, I think, and Hawaii. That's crazy. Check it out. Look it up. That's what my ghost is supposed to be doing. She's supposed to be, he or she or whatever, is supposed to be looking that shit up. And for all you motherfuckers that I gave a wrench to, dank, the earth is confusing. But they're here all the time. They should have a wrench. And then you gotta go through when I get a few people in a live, you guys have to fucking promote me. Be like, hey, subscribe. You should subscribe. Help me build it up, man. Like I don't want anything from it. I'll help you build your channel. You help me build mine. I just want to tell people. I have so much information, you guys, that I just want to tell, and I don't care. I'm not afraid of the repulsor. Look, I'm not afraid because this is a fucking force field around me. I don't think I'm a tweaker, whatever. Look up magnetic repulsor, okay? And look at what it does. It blocks EMF, electromagnetic frequencies, okay? It's that simple. It's magnets going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. 10 magnets. And when I'm putting the last magnet in, every one you put in is a repel, and then you flip it to a repel. Everyone's a repel, so you're holding them in, and then as each one you tape it up so that it'll hold it there. As you press the next one, and it's so hard to push it together because they're so repelling. 9 against 1. It's hard. So you do that. If you're to let go of that when you're packaging one of these, making one of these, it will go through a window. It'll go through someone's head. It's got like the power of a fucking bullet. It's insane. I'm gonna make a magnetic gun. A magnetic gun. Think about that, you guys. And like, the repelling part could be the launch. Give it the fucking launch. Give it the thrust. Whether it's a rocket or a gun or a boat. I don't know. Something that would need it to push faster. Oh, wait. They have that. Lev trains. They lied about knowing about that shit. Maglev. It's called magnetic levitate. Maglev. They lied to us about it and hid the technology. But boy, do they have one in Europe. And they already burnt the people out and killed them. And here in California, for room for this one, this mag train. How come in LA? Okay, I've lived in LA probably the majority of my life. So I'm going to talk about LA for a minute. Why in the fuck? Think about this, really. And maybe you'd have to be in LA or been to there or something to understand it, but it's really hard to get around. There's buses and stuff. But they have a subway, right, that goes, not that far, but down from like Hollywood to downtown, where you're looking at the buildings far away. They look like this, and or you can't even see them. And then you can jump on a bus that will take you. Or the subway, that'll take you there quick. So what I don't get about the subway thing, why didn't, for the price of digging the subway and shit in LA, right? Why didn't they just put in a maglev train? However you want to do it. Like the roller coasters are now in Six Flags and all the new roller coasters, they're metal. and they're maglev tracks. They have magnet. It's a magnetic thing that goes like this under the track, and then it's an opposite magnet, so it's just floating. I could push a whole train, just push it, because it's just floating there, just on like maybe 8/10 of an inch, but it's floating, right? Or a half an inch, whatever. It's floating. It's just the opposite magnet, and the track is the opposite. And so, why didn't they just make L trains? Because L trains, which means elevated trains, like in Chicago, shake, and they're all wooden, like the old roller coasters. The new roller coasters, that makes me remember that. The new roller coasters, that's how they should have made it everywhere as monorails around the whole city. And it wouldn't even affect it. And all the way up to fucking, in the high speed one that would go all the way up just to Washington, or up from all the way down the coast from Mexico to Canada. Okay. And so, but anyway, for the price, as far as just LA alone and all the suburbs and the San Fernando Valley, they went so far over budget on that little tiny piece of subway that they got done between LA and Hollywood. They really screwed the pooch because they went over budget, like on that little piece, and it was like not even 10% of what they were claiming they were going to do. Of course, the contractor was friends with the fucking guy that made the call of who was going to get the bid. So, anyway, the point is this: it would be electric. It would have no gas. I mean, people would ride it everywhere, and you wouldn't have traffic. There wouldn't be delays. There is no delays on the subway. They come at the exact same time every time. Period. Because there's no traffic. This wouldn't even. You could look. It's the subway, but you could look at the city and stuff. Oh, I'm sure you don't want to do that now, but why didn't they always do that? I don't get it. They could put it up for nothing. They do it in roller coasters, and then they have air brakes, right, onto the steel, man, and they could just come off the negative magnets and shit. And it's so simple, you guys. You guys know that. Think about it. They do it already on roller coasters and shit. Why didn't they do that? That would have made everything, no more traffic jam. It would fix so many problems. That's why they won't do it, because they make money off problems. Believe me, though, as many problems as we solve, we're going to just find more problems. Oh, and BLM, Black Lives Matter. Sucks. How come they have a white leader, Sean King? How can they have a leader? Now they have cops and segregation. They're worse than we are. See, they still don't get that. That's exactly how fucking Hitler came into power, by being one of these idiots like this. So we cannot let them get away with it. You should have seen that dude went and started flipping tables and fuck you. Get this shit out of the road. Started moving barriers. One dude by himself. And the Antifa people, they didn't know what to do. And some lady got at him with a knife, and he pulled out a gun and was like, "Drop the fucking knife, lady." Finally, they made her go away. She was some old lady. And it was just him by himself. And he put it back in his pocket, and he just started grabbing the guardrails and throwing them into their little tents that they had set up. They were selling crap. This is in the Seattle Chaz zone, or whatever. They took the precinct that they overran, or whatever. Which is great, but have a cause and stand by it, right? You don't march for Black Lives Matter and then shoot black people. And burn down black businesses. What? And if you need a shirt to tell you that any kind of life matters, you're a sick sociopath, murderer. If you need a reminder to tell you that life matters, you're an evil motherfucker, man. I don't need a t-shirt. I'll jump out. Not too long ago, I jumped out. The lady in front of us flipped her car. and I had to, all of her shit was deployed. Her car was upside down. We had to pull over. I had to jump out and bust the window and drag her out and all that shit. That's just natural. I mean, I didn't need a T-shirt to tell me to do that. It just you do it. I didn't know what color the lady was in there. I don't care. There's some lady that her car was on fire and it was flipped upside down. She was down. Would have died. Saying, pulled her out. You know, come on. Anyone would do that. I don't care what color. Anybody. So to say Black Lives Matter, yeah, they do. Every life matters. It's precious. The earth matters. God matters. Every one of his creatures matters. Every creature on this planet's life matters because life is special. Let's see anyone make life. Just create it. Life. You can't. Because only God can do that. And God did it with us, and we will not let God down. We're gonna fucking. I'll watch this video. I don't know which one it is, but it's funny. Very serious. I don't know. Check it out. So yeah, you know, I'm almost. It's not that I'm getting old and don't want to riot, right? Yeah, because I did a lot of that activism shit when I was younger. I'm not up for that nowadays. I'm like, I'm gonna have to sit this one out, boys. I don't support any cause. My only cause is leave me alone. Don't tell me what to do. That's my standpoint, right? Just leave me alone. Just let me go to work. Let me make money. Let me live in peace. I don't want thugs attacking my vehicle on the highway. And then if I even try, then they shoot into my car and point guns at me. Not just the cops. I'm talking about the regular people, protesters, and or looters and rioters. And you're driving down the road and a mob attacks your car. They're breaking the windows and shooting in there. And then so to get out of there, you got to drive away. And then they're like, man runs into peaceful protesters. And then they fire you, fire your family, put you in prison forever. Your family gets fired from all their jobs. Yo, guys, this has gone way, way too far. And we need to stop it. It's going to take us as regular people to do. Okay? And whether it means going on and making a video about it like this, please share this, by the way. Or printing up some things, saying some things of what really is going on. Because people are watching CNN and they think, oh boy, man, they're not doing anything. This white supremacist, they ran over them. It's like they just plowed into this crowd. No, we have video, motherfuckers. That's the thing. Everyone seems to forget. And look, we have video. You know, people like my age, we didn't grow up having fucking video shit. So, yeah. So it's so ridiculous. Okay. I just can't even believe it. I have a new friend request. I want to let her in. She wants. Oh wait, what am I in? Oh, that was Facebook. What am I in? No, let's say you have a new subscriber. Because there's no test to come in here. If you're a shill, I'm gonna call you out. I mean, like, I'm not stupid. And if you're a shill and I don't care, sometimes shills can be useful. You've got to be smart. Don't fight hard. Fight smart. Okay? Read Sun Tzu, The Art of War. Read it. Live it. Learn it. Love it. Period. Art of War. The Art of War by Sun Tzu or his protege, Lao Tzu. TZU is the last name. You guys all know. You guys all have a copy. I carry a copy in my back pocket always. I also carry a copy of the Constitution. Not that it means anything anymore, but here it's in. I have it. At least the Bill of Rights. No, I'm actually have these little miniatures, the whole Constitution. But see, what you got to understand is the Constitution. The only thing that even matters to us, I mean, it all does. But concerning to us, the preamble to the Constitution is the guarantee of protecting your God-given rights, which are, boom, the Bill of Rights. Okay, that doesn't grant you anything. It doesn't give them to you. God gave you those rights. They're just sworn to uphold them for you. Okay, and you'll pay them. We pay them to uphold them for us. A big agreement we made. Which is not a good idea. I wouldn't make an agreement with any government official, any government, or anybody except. Guys, I love all my swords. You guys kick ass. Watch that link that I sent you. I went. Oh, Miss Nice, you got your package. Woo! She got her package yesterday. Good. I am really, really happy you got that. You're gonna really be happy. I hope you like that things that I sent you extra. It's not a whole lot, but if you don't like it, pass it, pay it forward. That's fine. But I would like you to just, if you don't like it, just hang it up somewhere on the necklace. And but definitely keep. You could. I put in that extra leather rope, a long piece of string of leather that I cut, so that you could wear either your medicine bag that, if you want, around your neck, or tie it up to your purse. Just be careful. Just don't put it right on your credit cards because it's on the magnetic strip. It'll demagnetize. And I've never had that happen, or anyone that it doesn't happen. But if you were to take it and rub it on, that probably would. But I've never had that experience, anyways. And I carry them in every pocket. I carry it in the same pocket. I have like 4 of them on me. I have a 40-foot ball of fucking. Or maybe it just makes it thicker. I don't know. I have a EMF tester, you know. Nah, that's a lie. I don't have one. I have one on the way, though. But I have had it tested, so in a way it wasn't. I've had them tested because I wanted to know exactly how much. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many magnets would I? What's the optimum magnet? You know, like what's too much? What's too little? Well, I found that too much. The magnets are so strong, you guys, that it literally folds in upon itself. It would just fold in upon itself. It'd be broken. Even the leather, it'd break the leather. That's how strong these things are. This leather is strong. Look, it's an old Joshua Tree blanket company. Um, uh, Tag. It's literal, and I added. I filled it in with black, as you can see. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, they come with just this, I think, guys. And then I threw in just keep it in your pocket, and then put it under your bed when you go to sleep, or just wear it around your neck all the time. Very good. Obviously, I have more biomedical magnetism stuff. I also have things that I have devices that we can ground ourselves. There's a reason we have rubber soles in our shoes, because so that we can't be grounded, okay, as electrical spiritual beings. And we need electric. That's what clicks everything. Move left arm, move right arm, move left arm, move right arm. That's electricity. True. Between the synapses to make the thought and then to travel down my arm and tell my arm to move and flip it off or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's really interesting. Um, I love my dad and my mom, and I wish they were still alive to see what I'm proud. They would be proud now. They see, but I never could pull it off. Well, my mom. So, but when I really blew up, like with my uh, with my store and shit, she she didn't see that part, but she saw my store starting and stuff and gone, and I was making money and shit. And she died. I don't, you know. But the point is, she was happy, and I had her come over the last time that she was in my house, and I purposely did this because I wanted her to know and think and not worry about Brady's fucking house is like shit. What is he gonna do? Blah 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 blah. So I cleaned the fuck out of my house, which I need to do again. Or I need to do. So anyway, I mopped it, cleaned it like a motherfucker, right? And she came in her wheelchair, and she's like, "Oh, and it smells good too, like bleach." Oh, I'm so proud of you, Brady, like that, right? I had all my stores open outside. She got to check them out. She came in, you know, and it was just beautiful. She was like, "Oh," and if she could see me now, she can't, but she's so excited. She used to be like, "I'm so proud of you, Brady. You're doing so good," and it made me feel really good, and it kept me going, just like the neighbor, the Johnson Tree, like, they're like, "You're so fucking good at what you do. Just do it." Like as an artist and shit. I do just do it, but like as in just open up. But no, now they have this whole new lockdown shit like that. Like, certain pieces I already have over there. Anyway, she's not even up. What's today? Wednesday? In my mind, I was flipping over deciding is it Friday or Saturday or Thursday, and I wasn't sure. I certainly didn't think it was. I didn't even think it was Thursday. I thought it was Wednesday. I know what that is. I know what it is. It's the book, fucking called The Body by Stephen King, and it's the movie. Um, in the movie, what you call it, from by Stephen King. Stand by Me. It's that audio book. It's really good. So I put that up there. And so you guys, let me make sure this is. And anyway, so check that out um, and enjoy. On my Facebook channel, I put up 5 Twilight Zone episodes. So, and one of them is very similar to what's going on right now. Check it out, yo. And they're radio episodes. All of these can be done driving during your commute or work. Just need an earbud. I mean, it's cool. Some of the ones I do, they have sounds and shit. Some are just readings. Some are movies. I try and give everybody stuff. Like if it's free, why not? Like just all I have to do is click, and then you can watch it, right? But otherwise, you might not have time to be able to find it, whatever. And I like to help out my friends, like you guys. So, and I consider you my family. Everyone that showed up when I was the other day when I was live was very very endearing. And I even though I don't know I can't even find the video. but a lot of people watched it, and a lot of people came on my live, and they were like making me feel so much better, right? I don't know. It's like whatever. Um, and that's what I say about my stalker. Your hopes may be false, but your happiness is real, right? Do you feel me on that? There may not be eternal. Okay. Um, there may not be heaven, right? Maybe we're not gonna know. I forgot what it said, but it was smart. I know it was something smart. Okay. Bye. Is that your final answer? Do you want to? I think I'm going to use one of my. What did I call it? Lifesaver first. Yes! Full circle. Ba boom!